Yo, we in here in Georgia. About to record Quick News Part 7. Wait, or Part 6, I think. I forgot the number, sorry. Part 7 or 6. I can't remember the number. Sorry about that. Sorry about that here. So, like I said in Quick News Part... The last Quick News. Basically, I was going to talk about some crazy ass stories for my school, right? This one's going to be a little longer than the last Quick News here. So, yeah. Basically, there was this one kid. This was like way back in middle school here. There was this one kid, right? One kid. There was straight line to the. He was like in the back. I was like in the middle of the room. He was in the back on the scene. He had a straight line to the pencil sharpener. This person had the audacity to not go straight for the pencil sharpener. But you know what he does? He goes do. If you just seen that, he goes straight right in the middle where I'm sitting, farts. I'm not joking, this is real. Farts, goes straight up to the pencil sharpener, turns like a robot, looks at me and says, "Ew, Leo farted." I took off my glasses, looked straight at him and said, "No, I didn't. He did." I'm like, bro, that was the first time I probably was ever, the first time I remember being framed. The first memory of me being framed, bro. It pissed me off. It was the first ever time I was ever framed for memory. And I'm like, yo, it is fucking wild. Then I look at the high school I went to in North Carolina. That's a long story of why I'm in North Carolina and McMichael's. Pretty cool school though. Best school I've ever went to. But basically, I'm gonna say this for once in my life. Once in my life, bro, is that what? I don't care. I'm trying to keep an eye on you while taking a walk. Yeah, I'm out here outside right now, taking a walk with my little baby brother, Evan. You might have seen him in a couple of videos. Just as a little side note, you might have seen him in a couple of videos. Like I said, like twice. But in the school in North Carolina, we got this burger, and I can't call it a burger because it was a thing. And I looked at it, right, and it smelled like tuna, right? It smelled like tuna. I don't know if I have the photo of it still, but it looked like tuna as well. But it also looked like a mash of tuna, sliced up chicken, and kinda looked like beef, right? So I'm like, should I eat this? And also looked, it had mayo in it too, but that's weird. I took a bite out of it. And you know what that motherfucker tasted like, bro? It tasted like a sloppy Joe. You know, like when you first take a bite out of a sloppy Joe when it's like wet and it has that juice that comes out. The first time you take a bite, the first bite, it has that juice and it takes it out and that first really good bite. Well, that's what it tasted like. But everyone, when I talk to everyone that I talk about this, they think it's like mashed up chicken. But it's not. Because it doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like a sloppy Joe mixed with all these other shit. And I'm like, yo, why does it taste like this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it tastes good, but it also, I don't know what it's made of. I'm afraid if it's made of humans or something. It's scary, bro. That's one of my horrific stories I've seen in school. You know what I'm saying? I was in school one time. It was in high school as well. That there was a fight broke out. A fight broke out, and I saw it. The dude uppercutted the dude. Boom. His teeth got knocked out. Teeth got knocked out completely. Sadly, it was only one tooth. His tooth chipped it. Part of his tooth chipped. Never found it again. And one of the saddest things I've ever heard is this one kid, and I feel bad for him because he didn't get the proper treatment in this school. Good morning. And it's sad to see because I was in that school, and I was treated like shit in that school as well. So yeah, that school can go fuck off. And I'm not gonna say the name because I'm not going to, because they don't deserve any treatment. They basically treated like all the bad kids like horrible pieces of shit. Like it was like a prison, bro. So this kid and the ones that are more special needs, they were like, I'm like, not like me, because if you didn't know, lore time with Leo, I have autism and ADHD. So but on the low spectrum of autism. But if you were like on the highest spectrum of autism, like really high, you would be put in this one room with like other kids that are like high on the spectrum of like other things. It was so saddening to see it, because one would go off, there's this one girl that would go off, and the entire room would go off, because that one girl would just go freak out, and the other would freak out. It makes sense. I understand that, because of my autism. You know? And it got so bad to the point where I just started feeling bad for these fucking kids. It was just locked in one room. And you know what? I was surprised, and this is my honest opinion. I was not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised in the reality of the situation. I wouldn't be surprised if one kid would die in that school because of that. Because if one kid would get so bad to the point he would have a heart attack or some type of problem because of that, you know? And you know what makes it worse? If you'd be so bad to the point you're always going to, like, I forgot what it's called, to the point to where you're getting like a detention, you would get put in that room as well. So it just makes it even worse. And then, so back to the story here. That was a little me rambling on there. Back to the story. This kid that was in that room, right? He was really special needs. Not to be rude or anything, but like those kids should have been like in separate rooms. And he couldn't speak. I guess he had some type of speech impediment because he could only like mumble, and he literally ripped his clothes off every time he would go off. And there was one, before I left that school, because how horrible it was, he had this so bad of an outburst, he literally went butt booty naked in that school. I didn't see it because he was in like a therapy room, I guess. I don't know if anyone had that. And he shit and pissed all over the floor. That is a true story. And it smelled so bad. Every single room in that hallway, and in every room, you could smell it. It was so horrible. People were just spraying fucking air freshener everywhere. It was so bad. I just felt bad for the kid, bro. They had like 4 teachers, I think even the principal or something like that, like pinned this motherfucker down onto the wall because he could not be contained. I think at one point they even had the security guard tase this motherfucker, and I was like in my head, well, that's what you get for putting him in that room with other kids that also basically almost have the same mentality as him, because you don't have either enough funds or enough room to, like, you don't take care of these kids. It's just sad to see that. It's a little sad. That landed on a little sadder note here. But anyways, guys, this is the end of the video. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever the fuck you want. See ya.